sad about it, so sad about it.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Watch tight. Tight end right. Up, left. 4 down. 24. Smooth.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180. 16 shoulder. Regular. Hey. 4 down. 24 is the mic. Hey, come on, now. Run. Play it right.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
180. Alert.
A quick throw here out to Brown. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go. Got it. Mike Fofo. Watch the out. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 39-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, under 10.
On first down, they'll run to Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180. Pistol.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal, but all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Able to slither by. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 2nd down.
Check 55 to my man. You. He's checking, he's checking. Crash. Mike 55.
Now Taylor to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On first down, Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
50, my 50. I'm coming after you. Let's go, Mike 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 52, Mike, 52. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mayfield down. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going, 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A run for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Ready. Let's go. Check back. Check back. Put it to check. Put it to check.
Taylor. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up third down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Run.
First and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Regular. 24 is the mic. Hey! Watch the slack. 24.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Set. 180. Real. 24 is the mic. Five.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Mike spoke. Oh, you got deep? Watch it. Whip.
They'll run on first down. Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Taylor will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throws right side, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, Swift, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Check. Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Pick the edge. Come.
They'll throw on first down to Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Back two, the mic. Up, left. Back two.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They go play action now. Taylor. He shakes him off. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Play action. Now Taylor. He's got Allen. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's hurry. We got double up. Hurry. Stop.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield, and he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Alert.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Under crunch. Kill. Check. Crunch.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check guard. Showing it. Nice down. Drive on. Watch twist. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Allen, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
He's crossing. He's checking. Hey, wahoo! Point it right.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
24. 180. Hey, alert 33. 24 is the mic. I got it.
to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check 49, check 49. Bravo. 24 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pistol. Switch it.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Alert 3.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Hey, Charlie. Check 9. Switch. Done.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for 2 points. And barring some hijinks on the kickoff, we're going to be headed to overtime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Mayfield on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hurry, hurry. Hey, high 7. 24 is the mic. I got it. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. As they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Go, go. Let's see what you got. 24 is the mic. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chedda5's getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Watch twist. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch safety agreement. Watch safety agreement. Safety's good.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there in overtime. 53 yards.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Taylor. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
And, partner, I've not been a huge fan of a certain cliche, but it does actually apply here. Who actually wants it more now? I mean, both of them have got field goals here in overtime.
Yeah, they've been out there a long time trading field goals. Now we'll see who wants it more.
Yeah, mental conditioning as well as physical conditioning is going to determine who wins this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they even let you play. King!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And a cutback. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face?